the very first time. Woo! So you are in for a super inspiring little treat.
Our first speaker of the second half is a gentleman who, interestingly enough, spoke at our last Pechakucha. Unprecedented. Now, either due to an admin error or we really liked him, he's back. At consecutive events, never seen before. He is a fantastic man who is conversant in all South African official languages, 11, if you don't know, as well as sign language, has very capably demonstrated when President Obama was here. And he is an extremely learned man. He's got a couple of master's degrees. He has also run marketing for Robben Island for many years, and met the late Nelson Mandela on 4 occasions. So suffice to say, he is a man who has got a lot of experiences underneath his belt. And he is going to share some of those experiences with us tonight to help us kind of change our narrative of life and who we are to something a lot more powerful. So I am looking forward to, once again, welcoming to our stage, Shoni Khangala. Shoni, please take the stage.
Imagine if you could take some experience in your life, irrespective of how traumatic that experience is, and turn that experience into a powerful narrative for you that could propel you to become the best human being you could ever be. This is the essence of my narrative. There's a locust leg under my pub. You see, sometimes past stories could really make you angry. So angry that you're revolting inside and perhaps against the world. And that all that you do actually reflects in that anger within you, not knowing that perhaps you could actually make peace with your anger. And sometimes you really feel like banning everything of the past in the quest of course, trying to wipe out, your past behind you. And of course, it really quite never happens that you some way you have to just live with it. And you know what? Sometimes it also happens that you go around blaming other people, pointing at them. Who are you? Where are you? It's your fault. It's not my fault. But then again, sometimes that's just a mask that we carry around, unable to come to terms with our past. And of course, it happens that sometimes you really want to just scream at everything that sort of tries to remind you of the past that you're running away from. I know of a man who, after losing his job, stopped writing anything in small letters, started writing everything in capital letters. Another way of actually screaming at everything that reminds you of your past. But what if you could make peace with your past? What if you could embrace all that has happened and actually change and create a new narrative that is inspiring for you? You see, the story that I'm sharing with you is not an ach shem lavi kind of story. It's a powerful narrative as a result of some of the experiences, especially the kind of food that we used to eat when I grew up. So granular salt was actually part of our main menu. We used to dunk pap porridge on granular salt and grind it with our teeth. And what was the alternative? Salt solution. So you dunk pap on salt solution. And of course, there was another, alternative, pap and sugar. The alternative, pap on sugar solution. So imagine, just to introduce a bit of, sweetness into a kid's tongue. Yummy. That is how, life used to be like. It was not all doom and gloom, as sometimes, of course, rain will bring, fresh vegetable like that vegetable pumpkin you are seeing there. But unfortunately, that was also a bit sort of short-lived, because in most cases, this would be dried up and so that we could actually eat it during the difficult times. So it will be in that kind of format, where again, it's grinding our teeth against our food. But there was an alternative, wonderful friend to all this. We had a friend called Mr. Locust. So we used to go and hunt Mr. Locust, and we would fry him and spend a few days with him. But of course, like anything else, the locusts would also get finished. So it will be during the times when the locusts are finished where sometimes, one would maybe washing pans, washing pots and find one leg, in a pan. And during that time, one would say, well, wow, I've got something. That something is there. It's my secret weapon. So one would sort of slant him in your shirt pocket so that you can use him at some strategic moment. So what would normally then happen is that at some point when we are back to the granular salt again, sitting around this bowl of granular salt, and one would pretend that like everybody else, you are actually, feasting on this granular salt. But meanwhile, I will hide my locust leg under the path and pretend, of course, that, What then happened is when everybody else has finished their food, I'll go, ta-da! This is my trump card, my secret weapon. And they will go, come on, share with us, share with us. I will either share or I will go, but what is the narrative? The narrative is there is something powerful behind me. And that is what that means, and that is what it means today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so honored to have worked at least two well-researched sites which are visible from each other. That is Robben Island and the Table Mountain National Park. I am indeed proud and honored that even a few days ago, I was requested to come and address youth and inspire them during Mandela Day, and at least be able to reminisce and bring back that experience of having worked at Robben Island. So I feel really inspired. And the story today, as I'm saying, it's about to say there is a locust leg under my back, but it actually means there is something powerful behind me. I am also inspired by the fact that these 5 people, each of whom have got one level of disability or another, are the type of people that I've used to inspire me in my life. So ladies and gentlemen, they are the strength behind me. They are in their own right a locust leg under my path. I am also proud that I have studied and qualified from those 5 institutions, and I have been top of my class in at least 3 of those institutions. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of saying you can change your narrative. You can be inspired by your past, irrespective of how traumatic that past could have been. As the CEO of my company today, I draw a lot from the story of the locust leg. I keep on reminding myself that it is not due to the abundance of locusts that I today have such a powerful story to tell. In fact, it is due to the scarcity of locusts. So scarce that even just one leg was a trump card. You see, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the past can chain you so that you are unable to break free from that past. So I am saying you can change the chains of the past to tell a narrative that breaks you free. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Shoni Khangala. I have a locust leg under my palm. I thank you.